kind of was interested to see how you guys would start tonight. You know, you're coming off a really big weekend playing UCI and all that, and it's a quick turnaround against the last unranked team you guys would play. But just what do you think of the way the guys came out? Because that first set was as efficient as it gets.
Yeah, we were pretty good. A few service errors was about it, but no, that was good. It was, we really quick turnaround. We took Monday off. We had a very short practice yesterday, so really not a lot of preparation, not a lot of scouting time, and we knew that it was going to be difficult. They run it really fast, right? And so and you can watch all the film you want, and it's a lot harder to defend. Obviously, offensively, we were very good from the beginning, which is good to see. So yeah, pretty good. And then and maybe made a few too many changes there in the third set, but like I said earlier in the week, if I don't get guys in this week, it's probably not going to happen a whole lot, barring injury and stuff, through the rest of the year. So nice to get some guys out there and give them a chance to contribute.
I imagine easy decision to get Clay out there against his old team. For sure.
And he was starting earlier in the year, and we've said all along that you've seen the four outside hitters that play on in practice every day. They've really been interchangeable from 1 to 4 at any given time. And Clay, he got sick and he got hurt. He struggled at the BYU, and then he got sick coming back, and his back was bugging him. But he's back now and had a nice night offensively. And it was good to get him back out there because both those guys, I think we're going to need them coming down the stretch here. The Outriggers are three matches in 3 days against high-level opponents. So nice to see him be able to contribute, and then let Louis and Adrian kind of rest their legs a little bit. So pretty good.
With a game like tonight, going back and forth, how did you balance everything, lineups and players that you have?
Yeah, it gets a little, the fear of putting so many guys in that it disrupts the rhythm a little bit. But in the end, that I think the credit more's got to go to Lindenwood. We had 5-19 in the third set, and it was deuce, right? They started passing the ball very well, and were running the middle, and then started running the back, and it was harder for us to defend, obviously. But like I said, I don't think the guys that came in off the bench, any of them played poorly. Louis struggled in that second set, but the guys in the third set, played decent. Like I said, we hit for a nice number, and I think the credit's got to go to Lindenwood for making it so competitive.
Your son Kainoa played well as well.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
he missed a serve. We'll have to take some of his allowance away this week.
What's been that problem?
But he's probably, I want to say he's at 97% on the year. It's that's the first dare he's had in here in a few matches. So that's what we've said from the jump. The one attack error was the first ball that he got set. It was a kind of chaos scramble play out of system. He had nothing, not much to do with it. But he's just a low error player. He always has been. So good to see him. And again, Outriggers 3 matches, hard matches in 3 days. It's nice to let Christian played great, but it's nice to let him not have to be out there jumping all night, every night.
JT, what was it just like that third set when they were pushing you? You were the one getting some sets at the end, and then you were putting them down. And that last one, the pretty emphatic one, but just kind of you talk about the match and just kind of what were you able to do there in the third set, because you really kind of were the go-to guy at the end.
Yeah, I mean, the way I try to play is to just be a really reliable player, and you can set me the ball, I'm not going to err, at least, for most of the time, but our connection is really good, and just finish the game pretty much. Yeah, just try really hard to hopefully get a good hit at the end.
What was that like in the huddle? You guys were just going back and forth, it's close. Could have gone any way.
Yeah, I'm just thinking every time, I don't know if I'm gonna get set, but if I get set, I'm killing it. That's what I'm thinking in my head every time. So
Justin, what felt better, getting blocks or the game-winning assist?
Probably the game-winning assist for Clay. I knew Clay was out there and he's Lindenwood player, so I had to set him.
Were you thinking that?
No, but it ended up being that way.
Sounds like
Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, though, what are we just kind of seeing with JT now over, especially really over these last few weeks where it really seems like he's blossoming into something that
Yeah,
could be
and the
special?
connection with Stred obviously is getting better. That's why I keep running him out there. You know, there's still plenty to work on, but just that connection with two guys that are, you know, jump touching 12 feet. It's hard to defend. You know, he had 3 kills on 3 swings in the first set, 4 kills in the second set, 4 kills for a middle, you know, 4 kills a set. You're only, you know, going across the front half the time. It's impressive, you know, and again, I think we're just scratching the surface, you know, it really is all new, and you know, we keep investing more time and it keeps paying off, you know. Would like to see him be a little bit better at commit blocking, but we'll keep working on it.
Talk about the Outrigger Invitational, how it's going to be 3 games in 3 nights. What has to keep going?
Yeah, that's and it's 3 games, 3 nights for everybody. We at least get to sleep in our own beds. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to travel to get here. But all 4 teams are really good. It'll be high level every match, both matches, every day. You know, it's always a battle. So, you know, we're gonna have to play well. Obviously, if the tournaments, when we put the field together like this, there are no real upsets in it. You know, everybody's good enough to win a match against any other team in the tournament.
Lindenwood's near the bottom of the MIVA, which is maybe more credit to the strength out of that conference right now. I mean, as a coach, kind of what are you seeing of all the teams over in the MIVA? You played 3 and
Well,
4
look, it's kind of men's volleyball anymore. Just because again, there's been more resources in the market, right? You started with cost of attendance, and Alston has been added now. Obviously now with NIL, and they're just everybody's got guys that got decent arms that can go back and wreck it from the service line, and everybody's running the BIC a lot more effective than in the past. And so you see all the time where teams are winning sets against, you know, higher ranked teams where you didn't see that quite as much, you know, 7-8 years ago, but now it's really common. And this team, while they haven't won a lot of matches, you look at the scores, you know, they were in like a 4th set that was 28-26 last week. I think it was at Ball State, you know. So they've been really competitive in a lot of the matches. And like I said, that's just kind of where men's volleyball is at right now. I think that what we did in 2019 when we won 70-something sets in a row, I don't think anybody touches that ever.
Do you feel with the success that you've had with just the records that you guys have had in the last couple of years, do you feel like Hawaii is the standard for just volleyball in entirety?
Well, certainly the crowds, there's nothing like it. The environment here, there really isn't. You know, we do have the highest winning percentage and the most wins of any team in the last decade. But there's some other really good teams too, you know. So, you know, we've certainly been the best and among the best here for a while. And, you know, like you said, this year for us, there's just so much upside that, you know, we're going to continue to improve throughout the whole season and, you know, see where we can be at the end.
Clay, I know this was a big night for you that you were looking forward to, but to get the start, to go out there, the 9 kills, to put down the match-winning kill to win it, just how did this kind of live up to what you were thinking about, you know, waking up this morning?
I mean, I've been looking forward to this matchup for obviously the whole year. As soon as I saw the Lindenwood marked in the schedule in Charlie's office, I got excited immediately. It honestly feels fake because it just, like, I was with them in serving pass this morning. I was just talking to them a little bit, and I was sitting down, and I was like, it just kind of feels like a little part of me is still on that team, and it just feels amazing.
What do you feel was the most intriguing part about it?
The most intriguing part was honestly just all the love everyone shared with me, especially the parents, I mean, all their parents are here, and they watched me from last year. So just showing me so much love. Everyone's giving me hugs. They're so excited to see me. My 2 coaches love seeing me as well. So just all the love that Lindenwood brings to me as well.
Now that you're in Hawaii, just what made it so easy for you to come here and to be a part of just the success of the program?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching Hawaii since like 2017. My mom said like I was walking around with a phone watching Hawaii whenever I was in 7th grade. So just being able to come out here, I knew it was the right decision in my head. It's just been incredible to be a part of this program.
When did you find out you were starting?
I had a feeling that I might start, but Charlie yesterday was telling me in serve pass. Got me a little excited.
What, like you said, you played with a lot of those guys. You pushed you guys a little bit in the 3rd set. Just kind of, what'd you think about your former team tonight? And them, I think coming in here for the first time ever, it had to be a real big deal for them.
Yeah, honestly, they played really good. I feel like we ran the offense that fast last year, but playing with it and then playing against it is 2 totally different things. So having to stay in the middle, like be good on blocking, their middle's kind of tore us apart a little bit with them running the offense so fast because we can't help block as much. So I honestly was pretty impressed by their performance.